Appamada and its programs are supported by your generosity, and your generosity and support makes such a difference. You can find a link for contributions on the website at appamada.org. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday program. As you all probably know, today in lieu of the Dharma talk, we're doing the Jizo ceremony. So to start, question is who or what is Jizo? Excuse me, the Jizo Bodhisattva. So Jizo is one of the most beloved deities for Japanese, for all Japanese divinities. And he works to ease the suffering and shorten the sentence of those serving time in hell. And he delivers the faithful into Buddha's Pure Land. And this is where the inhabitants are no longer trapped in the 6 states of desire and karmic rebirth. He also listens to the answers of prayers for the living, for health, good health, success, children, bearing more children, and all manner of petition. Thank you. So in modern Japan, Jizo is a friend to all. He's not a scary figure, but he's usually depicted as kind of a cute little figure. You probably saw the pictures that Kim sent out. And generally speaking, he's this cute little guy, and he's got children. If he's got a robe on, he's got children kind of peeking out from his sleeves or from his robe. And so he is obviously showing how he's a protector of children. And more recently in Japan, originally Jizo was considered to protect mothers, pregnant mothers, women, pregnant mothers, and women in labor, children, firemen, travelers, pilgrims, and the protector of all beings caught in the 6 realms of transmigration or reincarnation. And then more recently, Jizo has become the protector of children who have passed, that aborted or miscarried, stillbirth, that kind of thing. So that's a recent thing. Originally, this Bodhisattva, Jizo Bodhisattva, originated in India actually, but he had a different name, the Sanskrit name, Kashidi Garba, thank you. And so, and then it went to Japan, and then it became Jizo. In both of those languages, for example, Jizo means, the Ji means earth, and the Zo means either womb, or it also could be like treasury or storehouse. So it's basically earth storehouse, or the storehouse of the what am I to say? Anyway, of the womb, the womb of the earth. There it is. So, so that's where it started, and then it finally went to Japan, and so then it changed considerably over time. So Jizo, of course, is a bodhisattva, and hence he achieves enlightenment, but postpones his Buddhahood until all beings can be saved. And he also embodies supreme spiritual optimism and compassion, and the universal salvation, which are all hallmarks of the Mahayana Buddhism. So his statues can be found all over Japan. You can go online and it's amazing how many pictures you can find of these Jizos, and some will be having the red hat and red bib on him, and others not. But they're just all over, particularly in graveyards, and now it's part of a tradition that people will leave offerings at those sites to prevent anything happening to children. It's not just something's already happened to them, and it's a matter of their being after death, but before death as well. So, it's also, besides going to Japan, it also went to, I believe it's Korea and China, but it never never caught on in either Tibet or India since then. So this is what we're up to today, is we're taking time to think about children who have been lost and just kind of hold them today, and we think about if they're not someone that they're not ours technically, but other people's children, we think about the parents, and we think about the family and also friends of these people, and to kind of keep them in mind as well as we make these Jizos, which is what we're going to do next. So we'll be making these Jizos, and again, the figures, I think you've seen pictures also in the program. I think you guys have a program where there's a Jizo on the back, so you can kind of get an idea of what a Jizo looks like if you haven't already seen it. Yeah, so that's what we'll be doing, and I just want to reflect some words by Peg about this ceremony. And welcome. Glad you could come. So because of the ceaseless actions of cause and effect, reality appears in all its many forms. So to know this fully liberates all those who suffer. All beings appear just as we do from the one, and pass away as we all do. After a few flickering moments, perhaps, or after years of life, all go back to our original unborn nature. So truly, our lives are waves on the vast ocean of true nature, which is not born and does not pass away. So in gathering today, we remember children who have died and express our love and support for their parents, family, and friends. And here, these children are in complete repose, at one with the mystery that is our own birth and death, our own no birth and no death. So with that, we'll move on to making the Jizos. Did you all online, are you prepared to make these? Okay, good, great, all right.
Prepare for making Jizos.
It'll take just a moment to get our materials out, so if you'll bear with us online.
We have clay to tray for everyone.
if you want to. Can you work in a chair with clay?
No, sit on the counter.
Okay, so you can kind of maybe pull those up perhaps. You can move them around so that kind of be so. Okay. So I've got here some material if you wish to make the hat or the bib. And then I have some real fine thread to tie whatever you want to tie on them if you want to do the clothes. So I'll just set it over here and you can come over and get it if you're so inclined. Yeah.
Is there a model that we can model after?
Here's one. We have a couple here. This one's kind of small and not really articulated, but that's an example. So he's got a little blue robe. This is a jewel that he carries. This is one picture that is of him. And we can set it so that people can see it. Right here. Just be careful with it. We don't smash it. Another one is he's got a, he looks kind of like that, but he has a staff. So I've got a little wooden, these little things you could use as a staff. I mean, usually it's got 6 rings around it, which you'd have to figure out how to do that, but you don't have to do that. Or you can just have him, sometimes you could do that, and then you could have little children behind him, you know, stick them there, or have him looking out from under his robe. So,
This is to roll them out.
So there's scissors, if anybody wants them. Anybody else want that?
Stuff.
And you might be able to use it just in case. I also have some ribbon. It's pretty shiny. Okay, so we'll start. So I'm very messy, so I'm taking my ruckus off. Last year.
Make him a cape with that too.
Oh,
Instead of a thing on the neck.
what is that?
Can we make him a cape instead of around the neck?
Okay, sure,
Or
that
the
would be,
cloth?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. And there's water here if you need it to wipe your hands, or I'm just gonna hand these out because I'm sure you're gonna need these for your kids. Last year, I think I was the messy one this year, and I got it all over the Babaton, which is not the best. Oh, and I have to tell you all, I was telling some of the folks here, and that there's larkspur, and I know it's in the spot of, I thought we picked them all, but
No, yeah, the larkspur is out there.
I didn't realize it was there. I thought they were all gone.
Did
It's
you-
from last
Did
year.
you explain that the clay,
Oh, I probably mentioned it, but the clay has wildflower seeds in it, so that as it decays in the yard, the seeds can sprout, and we did have several sprout this year, so that's kind of the fun of it too. So that I look at that as kind of, it's the flow of life, right? Something to decay and then regeneration. So it's the whole process is there. Oh, and we have about 20 minutes for those who. That's total to do this.
So you wanna start counting down?
Yeah.
20 minutes from now?
Yeah.
So you want me to give like 5 minutes for 3 minutes?
Yeah, a couple minutes, yeah.
So we've come to the end of our creating time, and we'll now take a few minutes to clean up, and then we'll start the rest of our ceremony.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next part of the ceremony, which is we'll go around person by person, and if you would share the name of the person that Jizo is honoring, and if you want to say just one line about it, that's fine. We're trying to put this into an hour, so we don't want to talk a whole lot, but yeah, so if you just want to make a short comment and then say the name. So, okay, so would someone like to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
My Jizo is for the children in Syria.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Sagina.
Did
You
you?
have to say who your Jesus is, when you know he's
Hold yours up.
dead. Who died? Okay. My Jesus is from my 19-year-old brother who died.
Who is your Jesus?
My Jesus is for anyone who needs Jesus today.
Mine's for Brandon Lawrence, a friend that I lost when I was young.
Mine is for all the children who have been lost in gun violence here in the United States.
So mine are twins, but they're each for Adrian, who's the son of my friend who I was talking to yesterday, my friend of about 60 years. And he says some very beautiful things about how he dealt with and saw his son's death. And it was, can I say something funny? Is that all right? Is that allowed? So he and his son were going to a therapist because his son was dying. And after a while, his son said, "Dad, I don't need this anymore. I can deal with it, but you really need to keep going." So I just love that.
Rosemary?
Hi, this is the second year, so you get a little better. But mine is for the children of Uvalde. Thank you.
Is there anyone else that did the Jizos there online? Okay. All righty. So now we're going to do the 108 bells for those who have been lost.
Wisdom Beyond Wisdom Heart Sutra.
Avalokiteshvara, when deeply practicing Prajnaparamita, clearly saw that all five skandhas are empty, and thus relieved all suffering. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form itself is emptiness. Emptiness itself form. Sensations, perceptions, formations, and consciousness are also like
this.
Shariputra, all dharmas are marked by emptiness. They neither arise nor cease, are neither defiled nor pure, neither increase nor decrease. Therefore, given emptiness, there is no form, no sensation, no perception, no formation, no consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no sight, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of sight, to no realm of mind consciousness. There is neither ignorance nor extinction of ignorance, neither old age and death nor extinction of old age and death, no suffering, no cause, no cessation, no path, no knowledge, and no attainment. With nothing to attain, a bodhisattva relies on prajnaparamita, and thus the mind is without hindrance. Without hindrance, there is no fear. Far beyond all inverted views, one realizes nirvana. All Buddhas of past, present, and future rely on prajnaparamita, and thereby attain unsurpassed, complete, perfect enlightenment. Therefore, know the prajnaparamita as the great miraculous mantra, the great bright mantra, the supreme mantra, the incomparable mantra, which removes all suffering and is true not false. Therefore, we proclaim the Prajnaparamita mantra, the mantra that says, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisvaha. So I'm going to give a little explanation just real quick for those who aren't familiar. The Enmi Juku Canon Gyo is going to be done 7 times over, and then maybe go increasingly faster. So John is going to be playing the Rikukyo, which is going to keep the time, so we just follow him. So.
Enme juku kanangyo
observe 2 minutes of silence.
In offering incense, observing silence, and chanting the Heart Sutra in Enmei Juku Kanan Gyo, we honor the loss of children of every age, everywhere, and we extend compassionate care to all those who are gravely ill, lacking basic necessities, are suffering violence in the world in thought, word, or deed. May they be serene through all their suffering, and may they, together with all beings, realize the awakened way. Please stand for 3 vows. Let us be respectfully reminded, life and death are of supreme importance. Time swiftly passes by, and with it, our only chance. Be aware, do not squander our life.
So now we're going to lead the procession into the garden. Rosemarie, I don't know if you'll be placing yours somewhere around your place or.
Yeah, I do in the back, where I watch the birds. I'm gonna put it on the grass there.
Okay, so you're welcome to go do that, or you can join us. Kim is going to bring the camera as we process out to the back garden, so you guys can accompany us.
Thank you. I'll watch. I'd like to watch you do it.
What did you say?
I'd like to watch you do it.
Sure, okay. So what we're going to do is just take our Jizos and just find a spot where you feel moves you to put the Jizo, and if you're interested in the things sprouting, you might want to put it in a place that's kind of sunny, but not maybe in a really harsh sun, but so there's some sun there, yeah.
Could you put mine? That would be great. They can even lie down. That's a comfortable way to be.